All right, so this is number 18B off of our level 1 study guide. The problem starts, it says Karen is almost late to class. She makes it to the end of the first 30-meter hallway in 8 seconds. She has to weave through some traffic in the second hall, so she only manages to go the next 30 meters in 15 seconds. Finally, she sprints the last 30 meters in 6 seconds. Part A, they ask us to find how long it takes her to travel down that final hallway, and we find it to be 5 seconds. So now we're looking at how graphing her motion through the 3 hallways. So for the first hallway, she travels that first 30-meter segment in 8 seconds. So if we graph that here, we get a graph that looks something like this for that first 30-meter hallway. The second 30-meter hallway, she travels another 30 meters in 15 seconds. And if you think about total elapsed distance and time, she's traveled now 60 meters and it's taken her 23 seconds. So our second segment is going to go from 30 to 60 on the distance side and 8 to 23 on the time side. So when we do that, our next graph will look somewhere in that area. And then our last one, we found it takes her another 30 seconds to travel, and she travels it in 5 seconds. So again, now she's traveled from 60 to 90 meters, her total distance. This time right here, this axis right here is the distance that she has traveled overall. Well, this is the total time it has taken. So when we do that, we go from 23 on the time up to 28, and it takes her about, and she goes 30 meters in that time, so a graph looks like this. And if you look at this, it makes sense if you think about what's happening in terms of the information. This first segment here, she does it in 8 seconds. When you compare it to the times for the other 2 segments, it's a medium amount of time, so we have some sort of medium slope. The second segment, she takes 15 seconds, so she's slowing down. Because she's slowing down, her speed is less, so she has a shallower slope. In this last one here, she does that same 30 meters in 5 seconds. And now because she's going to run the fastest, we get the steepest slope here. So there's 2 ways to check it. One, the times need to match up, and the slopes will also give us an idea about how quickly she's traveling. So that is our study guide for Unit 1 for question 18B.